Guys, it's gonna be, hey guys, I'm back, and we're gonna do another scenario thing, going, what if the Titanic never sank, and, how it will affect the world in today, kind of thing. So, let's kind of get on with the story of the Titanic, for the guys, for people you don't even know it. Basically, the Titanic was built in Belfast Island, and that kind of thing, and blah, 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 blah. Well, it was built in Belfast Island in the year 1909. People are coming over for famine, persecution, and poverty kind of thing to the U.S. for a better life. But knowing that, the ship was built on Belfast Island, and there's a whole bunch of, but they had fineness and they had fees and stuff. If you're stealing two tools, that's one day per pay. And being late and everything. So basically there's a whole bunch of stuff that, you have work and school. Kids, 13-year-old kids actually died on this ship kind of thing. So, it was built on Belfast Island, and it took 3 years to complete. It was the biggest thing ever to really sail in the world. If you put it straight up like that, it was taller. In my opinion, it was taller than the Statue of Liberty on its pedestal. So if you had it if the bow was like this and went up kind of thing, and it would be taller than the Statue of Liberty. So I can see how, and you can just imagine how big the ship would have been. It had all these decks. It was 11 stories tall, but like I said, it was unsinkable, everything. So basically, before all this really happened, the almost Titanic, its sister ship, the Olympic, that is in here somewhere. The Olympic that surprisingly looks really similar. It's this one right here. The freighter looks really similar to the Titanic, and you can see the difference. The power this is open, that's kind of closed. Had to get prepares and stuff. Had to get it. Something happened, so I had to come up with a meeting of prepares. So some of the officers on this went to the Titanic, and knowing one of them, they fired the second officer, Blair, who actually took the keys for the binoculars for the crow's nest kind of thing. So I said that because that's something that kind of goes into this scenario. Well, basically at night, the people saw the iceberg, and boom shakalaka, it struck the iceberg and it sank down. It hit an iceberg and sank. You can see this paint scratch on it, but it hit the iceberg and sank, and sank fairly quickly than people would know. But there's only 16 lifeboats, so which people died. And after this, they decided to add more lifeboats for every person on board. The International Ice Patrol was formed, and a whole bunch of other stuff was formed. So basically, what if the Titanic sank? And also, it was found in 1985 by Dr. Robert Ballard. This is the 35th anniversary of finding the Titanic on September 1st. And, it's also my grandma's birthday. So basically, what if the Titanic never sank, and how would it affect the modern day world? Well, it's in Southampton. So it's in Southampton getting ready, and they fired Officer Blair, one of the officers on board. Basically, when he went through his suitcase, make sure he got everything, he found out actually took the keys and put the keys where they're supposed to be, kind of a thing. Basically later that night. So basically a couple days later, the ship finally, and there's early problems and stuff. The ship cut the years and almost hit the almost Titanic hidden or sank. And there's a fire on board, and the wireless, telegrams, the Morse code thing, also broke down, so they're kind of suffering stuff already. So as the days keep going on, nice days, and it was a nice calm day, and it's kind of like a Roblox Titanic. It was a nice calm day. It was a new moon. It was high tide kind of thing. And, it's optical illusions. And the people see the iceberg in the way. They have the binoculars with them. They see an iceberg. They say, I called the starboard, iceberg ahead. And the guys just saw the starboard, and they almost miss. They go right past it. And it didn't sink, and it made it to New York. Everybody's happy. Everybody made it safely to New York. But how did it affect the world? Well, basically, it cracked into and sank. But in this alternate timeline, it did not sink, and it was not later found underwater or anything. And, so, basically, none of the lessons were learned in any way, shape, or form. The international, the flares, basically, they construction, they did stuff on construction, the iceberg patrol, and flares and everything. They added more light bulbs on board, and none of that basically. So none of this would have happened. Anything, no people would have died. Basically, any of this would not happen. So basically, for a modern day ship, it's just like this. The cruise ships, basically, would not have these lifeboats. There would only be 16 lifeboats on board, or less than 20 lifeboats on board of this major big ship, one of the big ships in the world. The majesty of seas would not have, would not have happened or any of this. So it would just have 16 lifeboats, and more people would have died on the Costa Concordia. So so they will not rebuild Titanic 2. So the almost basically Titanic 2 would never be made, kind of a thing. So basically it would end up pretty much. So Titanic 2 would never be made. And the almost Titanic will be used as a battleship. And then that ship will be used as a battleship during World War I, like its sister and its other sister, the Olympic Britannic. So basically, it'll be camouflaged into water and put a couple cannons on it, kind of thing. So basically, the almost Titanic would be used for battle situations to transport troops and stuff during the war, and knowing that this might be and the White Star Line will probably never go bankrupt. It will probably be a great big shipping thing today. And as it went bankrupt in the 40s and stuff. So basically it closed down the 40s, and Holland and Wolf closed down 50 years ago, and will still be around building Titanic guys kind of ship, cruise ships and stuff. So basically that would have happened, and the Titanic would probably be scratch metal or be cut down as a floating museum kind of a thing. So basically the Titanic maybe still be around right now sailing. Or it'd be a floating museum or floating hotel. So basically, as we know, the Titanic would just be floating there, doing nothing. Knowing that knowing that this might lead to some bad stuff about the lifeboats, knowing that more people would have died on the Costa Concordia, and knowing that people would pretty much never, the Hindenburg and all that stuff would never be invented just because of the heck of it, since, well, there was a disaster and people didn't want to trust ships kind of thing. So, and maybe the Lusitania probably would never happen, and more passengers would have died on Lusitania, like the William Gustav and more kind of thing. So basically, none of this would have happened. So basically, this would have happened, and the International Ice Patrol would not be formed. That pretty much makes it, well, that pretty much makes it go. Well, basically, it would. So basically, ships probably would have been sunk by icebergs, kind of thing, and radar would have been invented, but not as good of a thing, you know. And also, people still use also more ships will be using the watertight compartment thing in the Achilles heel. I basically did put the end to the ship. So basically, they'll take the same design as Titanic, knowing all the design flaws it had on board the ship. Knowing it was not made with the top iron of this day, and they'll tell them we're made with the top iron, but look at it, it's unsinkable kind of a thing. It was by ice, and it's almost got hit by an iceberg, but it survived kind of thing. It's unsinkable and everything. So people will use this like iron that's not as good as the top iron. Now, pretty much means that more ships have is more riskier of sinking. So, yeah, knowing that, and also if it did not sink, people would think ships are more safer, and instead of using airplanes and trains, they would start using ships. We'll start going on ships more often. So, and knowing this will not shock the world either, and yeah. But in the modern day, let's say the Queen Mary 2, let's say the Queen Mary 2 sank, or the ship at the end of the book, this book just sank one day and just totally, let's just say, let's say that, well, that Titanic would have been used like for World War I and II and stuff, and, well, basically, okay, so basically, where's a picture of the boat that was, so basically this boat that will be here, like in that would be, I'll find the page. So let's say this boat called the Majesty of the Seas sinks. Well, more people would have died. Let's say a whole bunch of people died basically because of the lifeboat thing, but they probably won't care. Let's say it hits an iceberg and the radar can't pick it up. Radars don't normally pick up icebergs. We don't know why. We still can't even finish it. So basically, let's say the Queen Mary 2 hit the iceberg and it sank. Okay, 1 minute, and a whole bunch of people would have died. So basically, if it wasn't for the Titanic, because the Titanic sinking, she was more safe for the day and everything. But that's, in the Costa Concordia, more people would have died on the sinking of the Costa Concordia since there are no lifeboats. So, bye.